Then we had Shu Shu.
Yes, and hey, may the best man win. All right, and before you know, may the best man always win. We put bias aside, and no one was not grilling, but no one was asking Shu Shu about the Espinoza fight that all the fans seem to be questioning. Well, why Nick Ball? Why Stephen Fulton? Why not Espinoza? He spoke on it. He goes, actually, I got word in the Top Rank building he doesn't want to fight me. So she said, you know, we got to have Espinoza his day in court too. Sure. But anyway, he got the knockout. Brooklyn stand up.
Sir.
And you know, well, you're from Cleveland, right? Yeah, East Coast. But he,
my hip wouldn't let me get up.
So Enrique Vivas, you know, tough Mexican pressure fighter. You know, 5-3 now, last 8 fights. But that style allows Shu Shu to do what he does best. Mm-hmm. And Shu Shu, he's been getting touched. He got touched in this fight before he got the knockout. You haven't seen that consistent, dominant jab, and sometimes his feet are planted, maybe too much for his own good, whatever. But what Shu Shu Carrington has, he's becoming one of the most devastating in-the-pocket, mid-range counterpunchers in the sport. And if you're going to keep pressing him like Nick Ball or like Rafael Espinoza, eventually when he finds his rhythm, something nasty is coming back, and he could be creative while doing it too. Mm-hmm. I love the Nick Ball fight and I love the Espinoza fight because both guys could beat him, but he could beat them. Nick Ball, if he gets that low center of gravity a little too close to Bruce, and Bruce is trying to wait for those counters in the pocket, like Raymond Ford in spots in that fight, Nick Ball can get underneath them and maybe, you know, win the fight. Yeah. Espinoza's Espinoza. He's a giant. He's like Fundora in some ways. You know, they're different, but he's huge and punches hard. So, all right, if you're going to keep your feet planted and look to counter, there's a lot of heat coming your way. Mm-hmm. But I think Bruce could beat both guys too. I'm giving him the edge over both of them. You know, I think because devastating counter punches, that's sauce. That's next level sophistication in the exchanges. And again, he's getting touched a lot. Those guys could beat him, but I love both of those fights. He keeps calling out Fulton. Fulton might be moving up to fight O'Shaquie Foster. That's the word right now. But and at which point he would fight Carlos Castro for the vacant belt. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But I love the Nick Ball and Espinoza fight. Styles make fights, and those styles clash for a lot of high-level violence.
Yeah. I thought Shu Shu came out on this jab, and I was like, all right, Bruce. I said, all right, Bruce, we got the jab back. Come on now. It was nice. Yeah. It was fast. It was long. It was what it needed to be. And then as that first round continued on, it was like kind of like he just kind of went away from it and got touched up just a little bit. And I was a little bothered because I wasn't seeing one thing that when I saw it, I said, that's what I'm talking about. Bruce, one thing I noticed about Bruce really early in his career, Bruce is very good at punching, going offense to defense, and right back to offense, right? So in that first round, he got touched up a little bit, and I'm like, good round.
He wasn't worried about it, though.
Yeah, I'm like, good round. You won that round. Okay. You know, went away from the jab a little bit at the end of the round. Like, all right. Second round starts. And he's offense, and he's the defense isn't exactly there yet. And I'm like, come on, Bruce, turn it on. Mm-hmm. And then I see it, like, boom, roll, boom, boom. I said, that's the Bruce we need all day, every night.
Yes,
you know what I mean. So he looked great. He looked good.
He had one move in the fight where he went like this. With a quick, it was beautiful. You know, I'm ringside, so you remember these littlest things. Yeah, it was beautiful. But
you know, I know there was a lot about him not getting a knockout in the last couple of fights or whatever. So what? It's a part of the game. It's very possible you don't knock out Nick Ball. It's very possible you don't knock out Rafael Espinoza. It's very possible you don't knock out Fulton and some of these other guys at the highest elite level. It's very hard to do when both guys are very good, know how to survive. The kind of list goes on. But nonetheless, man, I'm not even going to say Shu Shu is back. But I am going to say I saw a really good Shu Shu last night. And I'm very, very happy with what I saw.
And mentally just a little ferocious in there. And even at the weigh-in.
Oh, yeah.
Ready
That's
to hurt.
Shu Shu, though.
Yeah.
That's Shu Shu,
yeah. But sometimes I forget he's such a nice guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
There's this clip going around of him as a kid right now when he's a little boy. And it's cute because he's like, yeah, you know, I had my birthday last Friday, you know, and now we're gonna get the knockout in this fight. And it's like this little kid, like probably had birthday cake and a little birthday party, and then he's talking about knocking somebody out. So he's been thorough since he was a little kid. So it's about that time. Yeah.